for Bamako. The first game is on the 6th, so we shall have 2 days in Bamako prior to the match. After that game, immediately after the match, we shall return to Ghana, precisely Kumasi, where the team will be lodged for a period of 4 days. So on the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, the team will be lodged in Kumasi. And then on the 10th, we shall play against Central African Republic in the other Group I game. Now, before I hand over the microphone to the head coach, I would like to mention that we've got some of our technical team members here with us. We've got our assistant coach, John Pencil. Please, let's acknowledge him. We have our goalkeepers trainer, Fatah Udauda, also here. The technical director of the Football Association, Professor Joseph Kwame Mintai, is also here. We've got staff members of the Football Association. I can see my colleague, Esme Menz, chairman of the Regional Football Association and Executive Council member, Samuel Abuabri, Jamil Marabi in charge of marketing, Neil Armstrong, head of PR and strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, let me mention that a lot of considerations were made before these players were settled upon to represent Ghana. However, there were some exceptions due to as follows. Baba Idrisu has undergone surgery, so he couldn't make the squad. Inaki Williams, foot surgery to remove a foreign object in his foot, so he couldn't also make the out of their squad. So he couldn't also make the squad. Joseph Pencil has a hamstring until he also had an ankle injury. Dennis Odoi also has a knee injury. And then Daniel Amate, he also has an ankle injury. So these players have been left out for injury concerns. Thank you very much. So at this moment, I will hand over to Coach Otoo. But before I take your questions, I would like to find out from him how he feels to be back, and not on a part-time basis, but on a full-time basis as coach of the senior national team, the Black Stars.
Okay, thank you very much for a nice introduction. To the injury, let me please add long-term injuries as like Kofice and use of Ayew, and I spoke to them, and I think they're on the good way to come back. Hopefully they will come back soon to join us, and on this, let me use this stage also to wish them all the best, speed recovery. Ghana misses you, and hope that you two will come back soon. Thank you very much for your kind words. I'm really excited and happy to be here, to be back. It was not easy, but the FA had a lot of good talks with Dortmund, and even though I still had 1 more year contract, we managed to get out, and yeah, I'm back to be home. I'm happy to be home. I'm back home now. Really excited. Looking forward to the next match. It will be difficult, very difficult. Especially like we are some points behind the first place, and situation. But yeah, I'm looking forward for the game, and I think we will manage it.
Okay, thank you very much for your opening remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for us to take your questions. You raise your hand.
The squad.
Okay, so first, before that, let's go to the squad. I am in a hurry. Okay, so Otto, tell us your squad, or present to us your squad for the next 2 games. Thank you.
For the goalkeepers, we have Lawrence Atiji Ziggy from St. Gallen. We have Joseph Wallacott from Hibernian. We have Frederick Asari from Asante Kotoko. Defenders, we have Gideon Menza from Auxerre, Ebenezer Annan from Novi Pazar, Mohamed Salisu, AS Monaco, Jerome Opoku from Başakşehir, Istanbul. Then we have Abdul Mumin from Rayo Vallecano, Alexander Djikou from Fenerbahce, Istanbul. We have Alidou Seydou from Stade Reims. We have Tariq Lamte from Brighton and Hove. In the midfield, we have Mohamed Kudus from West Ham United. We have Ernest Nouama from Olympique Lyon. We have Salis Abdul Samit from RC Lens. We have Ibrahima Sulemana from Cagliari. We have Thomas Partey from Arsenal. We have Edmond Addo from Radnitsky Nice. We have Elisha Owusu from AG Auxerre. We have Abu Francis from Sec Bruges. And then remaining the forwards, we have Osman Bukhari from Red Star Belgrade. We have Abdul Fattah Ishiwaku from Leicester City. Antoine Semenyo from Bournemouth. We have Jordan Ayew from Crystal Palace. We have Ibrahim Osman from FC Nordsjælland. We have Kamaldeen Sulemana from FC Southampton. And we have Brendan Thomas Asante from West Bromwich. That's it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, those are the players for the 2 matches. Campaign begins tomorrow. 26 players have been named. Your comments are welcome now. The floor is open for your questions, please. Silence, please. The floor is open for your questions. You raise your hand, you tell us your name and your media house, and then your question. Thank you. Zainab.
My name is Jerome, freelance journalist. I'm more interested in the long-term projects than the names of the players. Do you know about the Ghana football DNA?
If I what?
The football DNA. And how does it fit into your 3-year or long-term plan? Thank you.
Okay, I can't really say that I know everything about Ghana's DNA. I think Ghana has a great history, football history, with great players in the past. We had really, really good times. I think the last really Asamoah Gyan, Suleiman Tari, yeah, a lot of players were in the best form. I think for me, Ghana football stands for good football. And this is maybe I want to use the opportunity. It's difficult to promise victories because of football you can be better than your opponent and at the end they will score and they will win, or one slight mistake will happen. But I think I will take the opportunity to be brave enough to promise you that we will play good football. Because yeah, I've been studying football for a very, very long time, and for me, the boys, especially in Ghana, they like to play with the ball. This is how they grow up when they're playing on the streets, and this is what I want to implement. And I think this is the easiest thing to implement because they will have joy having the ball, trying to dominate. I know that we will face opponents sometimes which are stronger than us, where we need to defend more. But in general, I want to bring back to the joy with the ball. I want to create a culture, and this, I think, has been the culture in the past, not to be fearful when you have the ball. I know that there's high demands on the players, and it's difficult there are difficult times, and there's a lot of pressure on the players. But I want to take the pressure away to allow them to do mistakes, because this is the only way we can, in long term, we can give them the confidence to play what they can. We know what they can. If you walk around the streets of Ghana, you see kids playing, you see what they are able to do, and this is what is in our players. And it's my job to bring it out, to bring in preparation, which are helping me, and to bring in their ideas, to bring in their knowledge, and together I think we can create for the long term a very, very good Ghana national team. Thank you.
Where's the microphone?
Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Hope you're fine too.
Please, my name is Inaki. I want to ask, when Mr. Henry was mentioning those that are injured, he never mentioned of Dede Ayew. But in your squad, he's not in the squad. And getting to the latter part of the season, he had a very good season. Please, with all due respect, can you give me the technical know-how why he wasn't included in the list? Or is it because the pressure from Ghanaians that he has paid his fees, so probably? And secondly, my another question is that I want to know the kind of coach that you are. Are you a very Gabula type of coach? Or are you a Jose Mourinho type of coach? And after you've given me, or you've chosen your role model as a coach, you give me reasons why you chose that coach, and you give me the tactical know-how of that coach.
Let's go with the Andre issue briefly.
Okay, so I think, to be honest, very good question. I don't know if the frame is long or we have enough time to answer all these questions. I try as best as possible. So the first thing you asked about Andre. So I had a long talk with Andre, personal. Why he's not in the squad at the moment, and I usually held it like this, that I don't talk too much about the players who are not in the squad, more about those who are in the squad. And for me, I can say I don't like to I talk to players directly. I don't like to give information out about what we spoke about. So he's not part of the squad at the moment. Andre is, I mean, as everyone knows, a legend. He's a living legend of Ghana. What he has reached, it's unbelievable what he did for the country. It was a difficult decision, to be honest, because I like him. I like him as a person, also as a player. But this is the decision we took, and I like I said, it's not like we totally agreed, but I give him the explanation, and so I don't want to take it to another extent and say some things that people will. But I don't want to make it. I said, I have big respect for. He holds a record in games playing for the national team. He has, achieved things that just a few players from Ghana has achieved, and it's very difficult to leave him out at the moment. But at the end, me as a coach, I have to take decisions. The best decision, what I think for the team, and this was one part of the decisions. And
Type of coach. The type of coach.
Yeah, the type of coach I am, I don't know. For me, I always try to. From lower ranked coaches, I'm always open for discussions with other coaches. So I'm a learning coach, and I learn a lot. everything which I can get inside my head about